Good morning, everyone. It is Drew the Nostalgia Main here. Hey, I just wanted to check in really quick. We have had a couple of false starts to the stream this morning, just with me. I haven't done a lot of YouTube live streams, but I think with this one, I finally got it set the way that I want to, and we are going to finally. The first time I did it, like actually, second time I had set it for 4 kids, so we couldn't have any comments. But now I believe everything is set the way it needs to be. We'll begin starting on that special finally in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for your patience today. It's Crody. Thank you for joining the stream this morning. Nice to have you here. Yeah, sorry about all the notifications and stuff popping up earlier. I just had it set the wrong time before, but now we're finally set to go for the 500 subscriber special. So thank you so much for your patience there. Ezio, nice to have you on the stream as well. Thank you so much for joining today. Yep, we're finally going to get this going here. Sorry about all the false starts from before. Yeah, my bad there. Just had some boo-boos there to start out with. All right. Hello everyone, welcome to the 500 subscriber special for this channel. You've all been like a great audience, and I've just it's been such a pleasure to be able to create all this content for you guys, and with all these since I started this channel really because of Banjo-Kazooie. And it really is just, it's been an amazing thing to just think of a Banjo-Kazooie coming to Smash. Matter of fact, it was Banjo-Kazooie coming to Smash that kind of had me start creating content here. And we've reached the point that we have. It's been a little bit over a year since we started all this, and it's just been amazing. So there are a couple of things I wanted to do for this special. First thing I wanted to go ahead and do was go ahead and rank the music of Banjo-Kazooie just like by level, and we're going to go over each one and kind of break down each one. And to kind of do that, we're going to be starting with the Grand Kirkhope's album that it came out with a few years ago, which was Everything and the Kitchen Sink. So let's go ahead and we'll get going with that here. But before we do that here, I need to send out one last thing. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm going to be just right back here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get this going here. So first up on the list, we're going to go ahead and go over Mumbo's Mountain. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up here. All right. Okay. Now with Mumbo's Mountain, we're going to go ahead and click on it here. Now this one, Mumbo's Mountain, has a total of 7 tracks on it. Now I think it's interesting with Mumbo's Mountain, and we'll go ahead and get it playing right here, that Mumbo's Mountain has a variety of different tracks on it, that kind of depending on the area that you enter the game, much like a lot of it. So dankmemes, nice to see you here. So welcome back. Yeah, sorry about all that there. So Mumbo's Mountain, it has 7 different tracks, one of them being the main theme here, and we have these cool things. No, wasn't that. But thanks again for your patience there. So with Mumbo's Mountain, 8 tracks, huh? So I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting 7 there, so I'm wondering where this extra one is coming from. But in any case, we do have Mumbo's Mountain here. It has some cool things like the trombone counter melody that you hear right now. It has things like all those things. Daniel, nice to see you in the stream today. Thanks for joining in with us. It's great to have you here. So, Mumbo's Mountain has all these different variations. Here is going to be the aquatic variation. So there's that there. And there we also, of course, have this version where you're around Mumbo's hut. And of course, you hear Mumbo's hut music for the first time as well. And this is around Ticker's Tower. Drew, you look like a rapper. Well, thank you. And here at this section of the game, we see we added a bunch of up 2, 3, 4s. And that kind of adds a lot of personality to it. And then, of course, we have a track that's inside of Ticker's Tower itself. Now just because of all the different varieties of tracks that you hear, and especially how they smoothly transition into each other, I think I'm definitely inclined to give that an A ranking for Mumbo's Mountain alone, just because of all the different variety of tracks. The underwater theme for that level is pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm glad you're almost done with Banjo-Kazooie too. That's a pretty amazing game. Alright, we're going to go ahead and kind of move on to another section here. See, I just need to get back to where I was. Here we go. Alright, I'm moving on then to Trove Cove. Mumbo was inspired by Rambo. Huh, that's interesting. I did not know that, actually. That's pretty cool. So now then, moving on to Trove Cove, which we have the theme playing of it right now. We're going to go ahead and move. Trove Cove is one of the best overall themes of the game for sure. And it has a couple of cool different variations as well. We have this variation where you're around the treasure ship, where it adds the accordions to give it kind of a pirate theme. We can't see the screen anymore. What? Something going on with my connection here? I'm not sure what's going on. So are you just it's a blue screen. Well, that's strange, because it's what I appear to have in my window right now. We have a lot of difficulties going on this morning, it seems. Hold on a second. Do you see that now? Is that coming back? It's just blue. Crody, you can see it? Okay. I can see it fine. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on your end there, but yeah, it looks like everything else is going well here. But Trove Cove is definitely a vibe. But yeah, and then we have... Yeah, I'm sorry, you might just need to disconnect and reconnect there. And then, of course, we have the underwater variation, as every level does. That has some cool vibes as well. And then we have a version where we have where we go, where we fight Nipper, and it has that little bit of a fight to it. Straight fire vibe. It definitely. Alright. And then there's a version that's just where you're just inside doing things like puzzles and things like that. Yeah, and this would be inside of the castle where you solve the puzzle. This is kind of similar as well. They kind of had the two variations of that theme. Oh, I didn't know there was an underwater variation. Matter of fact, I think there are a few underwater variations that you don't actually hear in the game. And then we just have this right here, which is Mad Love from Australia fam. Yeah, thank you for tuning in all the way from Australia. That's pretty awesome. So we have this, which is just an ambient sound, and Grant Kirkhope was an expert at that, actually just creating just moods with purely just sounds and Banjo winning sudden death in Smash. Yeah, yeah. This is just a great little thing where you're at the very top. Oh, the Nipper song. Yeah, the Nipper song is a good thing for Smash. That would have been a good theme to put in there, honestly. But here we have just pure ambience, which he was so good at. So with all those things there. Oh yes, and of course we can't forget about this. This created all kinds of anxiety. Where the beta version, I don't think I've heard the beta version of it before. I'll have to look it up. But here we have the Snacker attack, which is just when the shark chases after you, and that created all kinds of anxiety for all kinds of players. And yeah. However, the Banjo song remixed by N&M. No, I haven't heard that one before. But yeah, so we have the Snacker theme with all those things, and like I said, it's one of the overall strongest themes in the entire game. It has a lot of cool things for setting moods and ambience with its variations. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and give it an S ranking there. I used to be scared as the Beards. Oh, thank you, the Beards. Thank you for tuning into the stream today. So moving on, then we're going to go on to Clanker's Cavern. Now it's funny when I hear this theme, it kind of reminds me of Pink Elephants. I just imagine them kind of doing their march that they usually do, and it just kind of has that kind of vibe there. Snacker attack triggered my PTSD. Reminds me of Jaws. It is very similar to Jaws, that theme there. But yeah, now we're at Clanker's Cavern, where that itself caused me some anxiety, because we have Clanker, who is just huge, giant, mechanical shark, and yeah, that gave me the spooks. But I love this little theme right here, and it just has that kind of marching, bouncy vibe to it. Yeah, I like this. I do like this one a lot. Reminds me of Blue Elephants. Yeah, I was thinking more of the Pink Elephants from Dumbo a little bit. I even made a little video meme about it. It just has that same kind of feel to it. So, but if we look at the other variations, actually, this is probably the best aquatic theme in the entire game right here, because you spend a lot of time swimming under the water, and it has that kind of a creepy vibe to it. Drew sells some merch. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but appreciate it. I might have to get a Patreon going or something here soon, so I'll probably be working on that. Oh yeah, I've been able to meet just a lot of great people here. Just make a lot of cool connections with starting up this channel and Twitter and other social media, and I've been able to meet a lot of cool people here. It's been really nice. But yeah, definitely a bit of a creepy vibe from this here. And then we have when you're deep underwater, and you're having to get the bubbles, and it sets that tension where you're running out of air because you're really deep underwater, and the only air that you can get is to get the bubbles from Gloop, and you're just, oh, those strings. I love this music. It's so good. Of course I would. I like everyone regardless of their skin color, of course. Clanker's Cavern made me very mad. I think it made a lot of people very mad. But I think, honestly, it's still a very well-designed water level. But yes, of course I'd like you if you'll admit it, Eastern. You can be anything. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to another track here. Inside of Clanker, which is its own separate theme entirely, which is just... and it has... Oh yeah, the Clanker's Cavern, the theme itself is a nice little bouncy theme, and it has those cool little finger snaps with it, and it has those little ambient sounds along with it as well. All the burping and like other gaseous sounds that you hear in there. Of course I'd like it if you're gay. I have friends and family who are LGBT, of course. Yeah, I mean, like, and I love them. But 155, I don't think I know, short of maybe being a murderer or serial killer, I think I would like you. I think I would. We'll just put it that way. And let's go ahead and go to the next one. We have the ambient version of it. I hated it when I drowned. Same, I got mad as well. same sounds there. One more track, which is the Muty Snippets. Man, I'm admitting, pretty much with any of the music of Banjo-Kazooie, I think it's going to be hard to rate any of it below at least a B. Because all of it is a bop. Pretty much all of it here. And the Clanker's Cavern, I think I was originally going to give it a B, because I thought, well, it doesn't really have that much in it. Yes, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Alright, so with all that, with looking over everything here, I think Clanker's Cavern, gosh, there's not going to be a lot of low ranking stuff. Actually, though, I think there's one level still I'm going to only reserve for a B, and we'll get to that one later, but Clanker's Cavern is again an A. It's an awesome tracks in that one. And we'll go ahead and go to Bubblegloop Swamp, which only has, from my count, only 4 tracks. So, but they're good ones. Drawn to the winterland of Click Clock Woods, I literally kicked my N64 across the Rim of Anger. Remarkably, it didn't freeze. It's all music by Rare, so it's all good. Man, definitely the 100%, the Click Clock Woods section with the ice. I think that's got me before too. Da 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 da. Once that hook sets in, it's such a good, happy little theme. Everyone likes steaks, so everyone likes Rare. You figured it out. You figured out why everyone likes Rare, because everyone likes steak. It's such a good, happy theme. It works very well. Bubblegloop Swamp, moving to the interiors. Simple xylophone. Does its job. Then we have one other track, which is a Flippets battle. I am not an OnlyFans, I am not on that. Nice, quick little battle theme, and of course, Mr. Vile's game. There was a video I did on this a while ago where I thought to myself, where one of the Banjo accounts out there, I believe it's called Bring Back Banjo now, where he said, how many times can you type Banjo-Re-Jigged while you hold your breath? And I thought to myself, I'm going to try to type Banjo-Re-Jigged as many times as I can while this song plays. I thought I can make it. Is it weird that I don't think it's weird if you're 80 years old and you love Banjo-Kazooie. That'd be awesome. Alright. So then, Mr. Vile's game, with all those things being said, it looks like with this, that it has great themes, but it just compared to some of the other levels in the game where there's like slightly less variety, slightly less tracks, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on the B tier there. Now, next up though, we have Freezeezy Peak, and that one, it's Christmas. It's nothing but Christmas there, and it's awesome. Yeah, that's basically what I think of as the theme of Christmas there, right? And even there's even a track here that says Freezeezy Peak. Drew is on a serious note. Did you? I gotta go 2 a.m. in Australia. Nighty. Well, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. No, Drew, I did not hit. No, I didn't. I did not. Thanks for joining in, though. Alright, so, Freezeezy Peak, great Christmas theme, and there's even a variation where it says, with Christmas bells. And this is when you turn on the Christmas tree. Yeah, these are some great tracks right here. Just a second. Alright. And then we have, strangely enough, there's an aquatic theme, a version of this, where there's really no opportunity to swim underwater in this level because the water is ice cold. But it just shows his dedication that he made all these different variations. And then the Twinkly's Journey. This is just a nice little tune. I especially love this remix that if you never listened to the album, it's Blake Robinson's Synthetic Orchestra. He did an amazing remix of just this particular tune right here. Definitely recommend you check it out. Christmas Lights On. Very simple. Inside the Christmas... Wait a second, did I miss something? It's phenomenal, Hollow. Super Sans, congrats on 500. Hope I get to weigh myself soon. Wait, but thanks for supporting the channel. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Freezeezy Peak. Keep picturing DK2 and 3. Man, that's good. Then Waz's Cave, which is just a little... Oh yeah, it's kind of nice to have those community posts at that time. It's really nice, actually. Kind of helps interact with the actual YouTube community, kind of like I'm able to do with Twitter, so that's really nice. It's hard not to sing along. And there's an underwater variation of that as well. And there's Boggy Zigzagloo, which has a sad version, when they don't have all their presents. And then then there's a happy version. That one's awesome. Then Boggy's Race. Just a nice fast-paced version of it. Technically, what's interesting is that he put this is heard all throughout the game, but it's called Boggy's Lose Race Fanfare. Which is actually something that they play throughout the game, but he puts it in this section here, called Boggy's Race Lose Fanfare and Win Fanfare, which is an interesting little tidbit. Yeah, it's an S. There's no doubt about it. It is an S ranking game, S ranking level there in terms of the music. Reminds me when my parents couldn't get a Wii for Christmas. Yeah, play the sad Boggy song then. Now we have Gobi's Valley. If my life had a soundtrack, I wish it would be made by Rare. Yeah, just walk around with some good old Grant Kirkhope tunes, or Robin Beanland, or all those other great composers I had here. Now, if I had to pick a single level, I guess, that I can kind of technically say is the worst, it probably would be Gobi's Valley, only because it's your pretty standard Egyptian style theme. But here we have Jinx. We have a few cool variations. We have Jinxie's area, where it adds in those little brass horns. They kind of give it just give it that extra oomph to it when you're around Gobi, which is cool. Or Jinxie, I should say. And then the underwater variation. Oh, this one has some cool vibes as well. Just that slow little recorder sound. It's very good at setting the mood in there. Yeah, I mean, I've heard there are a few bugs with that, and I've been playing it myself some. I was able to get onto a family plan, so that turned out pretty good. But I don't know, but I have seen a few of the issues out there, and I hope they fix a few of those emulation bugs and such. And here is Hyssop. Just a quick little theme, and it's awesome. Oh, and we have this tune here. This tune is the definition of anxiety right here. Because it just gets faster and faster and higher pitched, like as more and more the time goes down, and it's just like, especially the first time you're playing this, it just keeps ratcheting up the intensity and the anxiety there, and it's pretty awesome. All right. And when you run out of time, that's what happens. So with all that, Gobi's theme has some great themes, but again, it's kind of more on the lower end of Banjo-Kazooie music, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the B tier here. Then we have my absolute favorite level in the game, which is Mad Monster Mansion. But yeah, I do hope they lower the price of the N64 expansion pack as well, so because it's definitely way too highly priced for the individual plan. It just really is way too highly priced. It has those cool sounds, like the wolves and things in there, and of course like the frogs. And there's a cool. I love this part here. There's a cool part where they have the counter melody going at the same time. The little spooky counter melody, and I love that. Cool stuff. And then we have, and there's a version when you're running to the church. There's a version that has the church bells going off. That's pretty cool. There's an aquatic. Oh yeah, you do some underwater swimming, or at least you can do some underwater swimming in that if you swim down into the well. Cool. Cool then. So that, not too much to with that theme there. And inside the house, we have all these ambient, like spooky laughter sounds going on. Pretty awesome. And inside the toilet. Yeah. Gotta love all these different I love how Clanker it's not afraid to put these kind of sounds in the game, and it's absolutely hilarious. I love it. Love those sounds. Mad Monster Mansion has a pretty large number of tracks. By my notes, it has at least 10 here. And this is when you're in Tumbler's room. And the church door opens. Now, an interesting little tidbit about this music here. This cemetery theme. There's a little organ piece that's going to play right now. This theme is used also in Donkey Kong 64 when you're in the creepy castle level. But yeah, that's the exact same kind of riff is used in Donkey Kong 64. And then inside the church, which is just a nice little slow version of the level that really goes well when you're playing on the organ keyboard with Motsand. Alright, Drew, gotta go. See ya. Well, thank you for stopping by the stream today. Very much appreciate it. So then, so we got Modsand, complete Modsand's hand. That's the last track. Alright. So then Mad Monster Mansion then, is definitely going to be at, yeah, it's going to be an A ranking right there. It's a good, solid themes there. Now, Rusty Bucket Bay doesn't have too terribly much, but it does have some boppers there as well. I'm just pulling it up right now. Here we go. One thing that really sets this one apart from a lot of the other ones is just the it's just all the cool little sound effects. So you're going to hear in just a little bit here all the punctuation sound effects at the end of this music phrase here. Oh yeah, I think I turned on the whistle puzzle variation, actually, which doesn't have those sound effects. And that's kind of interesting to think about, because you'd be distracted by those sound effects if you're trying to do that puzzle. But going back here... Yes, I have noticed that before, Fans in Vain, that when you... that song is exactly the same. I'm gonna pull up the original theme here. What? Where's the version with the sound effects? Right, just a second here. I gotta take just one quick break. turn the mic back on there. Hey there, everyone. Just had to do something really quick with just my daughter had a quick question, so I just had to help her out with that for a second. But Switch Online price is definitely higher than I thought it would be, and I agree. It's pretty dang high. But yeah, the new Switch stuff, like, there are definitely a few issues with it, but I think it's I'm having at least an okay experience with it so far. But let's go ahead and continue on. So the underwater version definitely causes a lot of anxiety because you try to get away from underwater as much as you can, and because like it takes double of your air. Then you have a version inside the warehouse. Then you have an underwater version. Then you have the inside the crew quarters. But then you have the engine room, which definitely it has a lot of cool sound effects in it. You hear all the gears turning and everything, all the different machinery that's going on. Really sets the mood for what's a very probably the most difficult part of the entire game. And apparently there's an underwater version of that as well. I think he just pretty much like came prepared for most anything just in case they needed an underwater section. Then we have the boss boom room. You see this, I'm thinking of the Banjo music account, and he likes to use this one a few times. So this little track is very memeable with like different dances and things like that. It's very fun. Okay, so that's going to be the end of Rusty Bucket Bay. And then, so that one I'm going to put into B. It's definitely solid, but not, comparing it to some of the other ones, it's not quite up there with those. But then we come to what I think is probably the creme de la creme of this entire soundtrack, which is Click Clock Woods. There are a whopping total, from my count, at least of 24 tracks in Click Clock Woods, and that is a lot. Now, kind of the reason for that is that there were so many different little variations in a lot of the themes. Like, for example, we had the lobby theme, then we have the spring, which adds the ambient sounds there, the summer, the bee sounds, the wind blowing and those sounds there from the fall, and that. So yeah, there's that level of dedication there. We have spring. Click Clock Woods is amazing. It is probably the overall best theme of the entire game. It is so good. Now there's something really interesting. Like he kind of makes the music go along with what's going on in the level. And when you first start out, it's raining, so it's kind of like has a little bit of that muffled sound there. Just skip ahead a little bit. And then when the sun comes out, it gets all happy. Alright. Got the underwater version. Zubba's Nest. Yeah, not too much going on there. This is when you go inside as a bee. And then you have Nabnut's House, which itself has 4 different variations. The summer variation, all they do is add like a few little cricket sounds to it. They add like woodpecker sounds in the fall version, and other fall sounds there. And the winter version has its own distinct sound as well. Does that include the unreleased version of the fall section? I'm not sure. This is everything in the kitchen sink, so I'm not sure if it included all the beta stuff in there. But we even have underwater version as well. And inside the treetop, which has its 4 variations too. And summer. which is just a nice little, like a waltzy version of it, and like little bee sounds added in. It's pretty awesome. Zubba battle. Cool. Then autumn. Love how the autumn has its own sound effects with it, like the woodpecker sounds. It has the frogs. It has the frogs chiming in with all the music. That works really well. Well, that's a cool sound. Yeah, I could just listen to this for so long. What's cool is that, like, then we have Naughty's house. He has several different characters that each have their own theme song. You have Nabnut, you have Naughty. They just have their own each little themes, and it's awesome. Alright. Then there's Winter. Winter Variation. Which is just a Christmas vibe to it. And then last of all here, just Nabnut Storage Room. Which is where you find the, I think it's where you find the, one of the extra honeycombs is where this, honeycombs is where this plays. So yeah, there's really no other ranking that I can give to this other than an S. It is up there. It is easily the best level musically of the entire game. There's just so much variety and different polish to it. It's so well done. Now then, one thing I just want to go ahead and do here is that we're going to go ahead and listen to the Banjo Re-Jiggyed album for the very first time. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. It's just going to be my very first fresh reaction to it. So I'm excited about this. We're going to go ahead and get it going, and just going to change a few quick things here before we do that. All right, just going to slightly reposition myself here, and we're just going to go ahead and listen to this. Feel free to also just ask any questions you want to. I'm an open book. I love chatting with you guys, and we'll just go ahead and we'll get this going. Listen to the Banjo-Kazooie Re-Jigged album. Yep, we got. Wow. That's definitely Grant Kirkhope playing the kazoo there. Oh wow, this is good stuff. And we have a whole album of this. This is great. I love this. Oh my gosh. And it has like a little bit of that, it has a little bit of that ukulele sound to it. It's basically, he's basically doing the Spiral Mountain theme ukulele style. Me when I fail to 100% Spiral Mountain. Wow. Oh my gosh. Grant Kirkhope, you are a genius. You are always I love this. Amazing. There's no word for it. It is amazing. Really, really good. But yeah, I've loved Banjo-Kazooie pretty much my entire life here. I'm like, not my entire life, pretty much since it first came out, like over 20 years ago. I've loved the game. Oh my god, they had those little spooky vibes in there. It is doing some good, interesting stuff with this. Thank you, Grant. Thank you for for blessing us with this. So good. This is really good, guys. Love the hand clapping parts in it. It really just, this is a bop. This is such a good bop. The songs are really well done. Absolutely phenomenal. I agree. This is exceptionally well done. And here I am, only like 3 minutes into the first one. And he puts in an 8-bit remix. 8-bit. That's really, really cool. He puts in an orchestral version of it right in the smack dab in the middle. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. This is just like, and we're putting in that kind of a bop to it. This is really cool. I really love this. Now the thing about it though, I mean, like, I may probably listen to at least a few more of these, and then we'll go ahead and probably close the stream for now. But it's been really fun to YouTube. It really has been. I've been able to just meet some cool people, make some videos that like I've had a lot of fun doing. Put in some guitar riffs there. This is awesome. I love this. I mean, I'm definitely going to listen to all of this here. This is absolutely phenomenally fantastic. Such a high quality too. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and at least listen to Gruntilda's Lair. Okay. Kind of the epic movie vibe. Oh yes, I think he previewed this one. This one was I think he featured this in like one of his posts somewhere. Well, that's really awesome. Like I said though, I think but yeah, the Spiral Mountain was amazing there. And the Gobi's Valley and Mad Monster Mansion remixes are amazing. But yeah, I think I've heard some of this one before. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's take a look. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna look at Mad Monster Mansion because I love that song. Ooh. Nothing but these kind of cool ambient sounds here. That's pretty exceptional. It's just got like a nice and slow pace to it. That's pretty phenomenal, actually. Sweet. Kind of going with like a just a slow vibe there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take a look here at. I've heard the Click Clock Woods one is good as well. Eight-bit Click Clock Woods. That's incredible. Yeah, it's, so kind of like just doing a general vibe of the room here. I think it's probably would be nice. Probably would be good to go ahead and kind of wrap things up in terms of the stream. But I'm gonna definitely be listening to more of these like tracks as I just in my time and stuff. These are fantastic. I love them. I love this. I love the different variations and styles he's doing with this. Sweet. Alright, well, kind of feeling this is going to be wrapping up the end of the special, but again, just thank you guys so much for your support. It means a lot to me. Probably just a quick preview as far as the future of things. I'm going to be continuing the Banjo-Kazooie play series I was doing by continuing on with Banjo-Tooie. I will eventually be getting to a live stream series where I'll be playing through all of Banjo-Kazooie and voicing all the characters all along the way. The first series I didn't do live stream, but I've gotten quite a lot of practice with it, so I just thought we'll get into this next series. Just keep your eyes open for that, and a few other projects that I'm just going to be working on currently as well. But thank you guys again so much. It's just been really fun to make these, and you all have an excellent day. Bye.